Hi, my name is Daniela, and today I will be reading a story from the book Usborne Illustrated Myths from Around the World, published by Usborne and illustrated by Anja Klauss. The story is called Demeter and Persephone. In ancient Greece, Demeter was worshipped as goddess of the harvest and agriculture. The story of her love and loss explains how the seasons came to be. At the beginning of the world, there were no seasons. All year round, the rain fell and the sun shone. Crops grew and fruit dropped ripe and luscious from the trees. Flowers blossomed in the meadows and new shoots sprang from the fertile soil. Tending them all was Demeter, goddess of the harvest. At her side, as fair as the wild flowers, was her daughter Persephone, beloved by all and adored by her mother. But another god had his eye on her. Hades, lord of the underworld, had spied Persephone and wanted her for himself. He went to Zeus, king of the gods, to seek permission, and to his delight, Zeus agreed to his plan. As long as he could snatch her away, Persephone would be his. Hades watched, and he waited until Persephone was out alone one day in a field of golden corn. As she walked among their shining stems, she felt the ground tremble beneath her feet. With a great crack, the earth opened before her, revealing a dark chasm. And out of it, on a horse-drawn chariot of black and gold, swept Hades. He plucked Persephone from the field, as easily as if she were a flower herself, and then swept her down, down, down into the underworld. The chasm closed over their heads, and all was quiet, all was dark. When Demeter discovered her daughter was missing, she was inconsolable. She began to search the world for her, neglecting the earth so loved. Flowers died, crops withered, fruit failed to ripen, and the soil turned to chalky dust. People and animals starved. But Demeter didn't notice. At last, Helios, the sun god, took pity on her. "Demeter," he said, "I saw on my travels what happened. Hades, god of the underworld, has snatched your daughter away." "So she's in the land of the dead," wailed Demeter. "How has Zeus let this happen?" "Zeus knew all along," confessed Helios. In a fury, Demeter stormed Zeus' palace on Mount Olympus. "How could you let my daughter be taken from me?" she raged. Zeus looked down at the withered earth, the starving people and the dying plants, and admitted something had to be done. So he called for Hermes, the winged messenger, and sent him down to the underworld. "Bring back Persephone," he commanded, "or all is lost." Down in the darkness of the underworld, Persephone missed the sunlight and the warmth and the flowers of the world above. But most of all, she missed her mother. Hades, however, treated her with kindness and gentleness. She was intrigued by the dark caverns of this new realm, its glittering gemstones, and the piteous plight of the souls of the dead. Could she, after all, become queen of the underworld? Hades sat beside her, day after day, urging her to be happy, tempting her to eat. "Just a few tiny mouthfuls," he coaxed, tipping some pomegranate seeds into the palm of her hand. "Come, Persephone, taste them. They're like glinting jewels." Tentatively, Persephone looked down at the juicy red seeds. Then she popped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into her mouth. Hades watched her eat each one with glowing satisfaction. Then came a rushing of wind, like the sound of birds in flight, and the messenger, Hermes, stood before them. "Ah, a visitor," said Hades. "I've been expecting you." "I come from Zeus," replied Hermes. "Hades, you must let Persephone return. The king of the gods demands it. So, do you think Zeus managed to get back Persephone? And what about the seasons? Which one is your favorite?